can you tell us at this point, moving forward from where we were last season?
Oh my God. Well, all the girls go off in different directions, and a lot of things happen while they're away. Specifically for my character, a lot of hard events happen for Emily, and then an event brings them back to Rosewood. We can't say what brings us back. The time jump is it's 5 years later, so it's everybody after they went to college. I guess you'll get a feel of like what they did. We have like a special episode that kind of fills everybody in on their lives and what happened before we premiere in January. Yeah. But yeah, kind of just like it shows all the girls' careers and where their lives have been. They may not be with the same person relationship-wise. It may be different. There's a lot of changes, but it's really fun. It's exciting. It's older. It's more mature. So the thing is that we do have this really special episode that's airing in November that's going to explain where we've been, what we've been up to, and go really in detail about all that.
Actually, I know you said in the past that you wanted to play a character with your own age. How important was that to you moving 5 years?
I mean, you know, we played 16 for 5 years. So, you know, from the first season, we all look completely different. And as the years went by, we just started coming into our own age. And it kind of got to the point where we were looking not mature because I still look pretty young, but like we were all just growing into our own person. Like we were just developing and maturing, and we wanted that for our characters as well, and we didn't want to play 16 for 7 years, you know. And I think our fans were getting older too, so it was only appropriate that now we match their age. Yeah. And that's the thing that's cool. Like everybody that's going to be watching it is in college, graduating college, going into college, so it's more relatable. Yeah.
So it's going to have more individualized stories, do you think?
Yeah.
Rather than it's like a group of high school
We don't really
friends?
work together that much anymore. We all kind of have like our own ways. There's always like a couple scenes where we're all together, but it's really focusing on our new lives and that kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's going to allow for a lot more super.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot more mature topics are going to be taking place in this season.
In the past, all your characters have made some stupid mistakes with the reactions today. Is there going to be more of that, or maturity, or are you going to have better reactions?
I think better reactions and know how to handle it a little bit better. It's still like frustrating, you know, that they have to deal with this, but I think they've kind of gotten over that, and the fact that they have to like come back to Rosewood and relive everything. They just have to like sort it out, get done with it, because they don't want to go back into like this cycle of like being afraid and like, you know, all that other shit.
So the aging of the 5-year gap, has that made you more confident as an actress? Do you feel like you will get to expand upon maybe talents that you didn't get to use as high school students?
Well, I think because we're dealing with so much, a lot. The things that we're dealing with now going into this next season are a lot crazier than what we've dealt with before. So, playing that and playing everything that we're having to go through, those experiences, is a lot more mature. And so I think even as an actress, too, having to play those circumstances, very different than when we first started.
Are you happy for the challenges going into this?
Definitely, yeah. I think it makes it more interesting. You know, like we're coming back and it's almost like a brand new show. Yeah.
Go. It's really, I haven't, well, I just got to see the premiere again the other day. I watched it, and I hadn't seen it for a couple months, 2 months probably, and I literally had chills and goosebumps. I think the fans, just that little clip we showed today.
Oh my God.
It's the same show, but it's an entirely different show. It feels like we really reinvented it, and we were ready for that as people and career characters.
Mm-hmm.
Critical. Yeah, critical. I think, we kept these girls in high school for so long, and it just felt like it was just a natural time to end that story, too. In that story of A, and in that long, the mystery was getting so complicated and so complex. We're like, we've got to start from the beginning again. So this there is a new big bad moving forward, and it's a brand new mystery. So you can, I recommend watching every episode of Pretty Little Liars, but if you've never seen an episode, you can see this premiere and feel like you're watching a new show.
Yeah.
It was super exciting. Not only because you got to, exactly like Marlene said, when we exposed who A was and, we told the story of Charlotte, it felt like it was time to give these girls a break and time to let them go off and live their lives, because they've been tormented and haunted for so many years. And so it was time for them to really kind of take a step away from this situation and kind of become the women that they could have been had they not been undergoing all of these stresses. And so I think it would be really fun for the fans to get to know the characters that they love so much in a totally different light. We're still the same people, and yet we've got a whole new, wealth of experiences and relationships, and to bring those back into play, I think it's going to be really refreshing for the fans.
And secrets, like none of the girls live together, so they've been having this life. They're still friends and they stay in touch, but they get to come back with new secrets that they're, they have to find out about each other over time, like in the pilot, which was a lot of fun. It feels like a pilot in a lot of ways.
She was getting turned down like left and right. Yeah, I don't know.
Gee, I wonder why.
I know. It's not like she ever went to class.
When's the last time Spencer studied?
I love that she was like the smartest girl in school and like never did any homework. She just carried that air about her. She was just like, I know what I'm doing. Like F. But no, she was finally. So she got to go to Georgetown, and I think that what I was super excited about, which Marlene told me, was that in Georgetown. In her junior year, she got to take a semester and go to Oxford, which was like a really big storyline where she really wanted to get there, and that was where she was trying to get. So she eventually got to go over there and had an amazing summer traveling all over Europe, a lot of which will come to play in the news season.
Yeah, we see some. What's really fun about the new season is we get to see some flashbacks of the things the girls were doing while over the 5-year jump, and it's really fun and romantic and surprising.
Is that in the special episode? Somebody said there's some special.
No, in the special episode, it's a sort of behind the scenes look at the flash forward, I call it. But there are also three scenes in there that take place during the 5-year time jump as well. That are a lot of fun and exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Do we find out who? You will find out who killed Mrs. D. Yes. Yeah, I know. Fans think like everything had to be answered, but like we still have a season and a half to go. So your questions will be answered. There's still more story to tell.
But I think that's what's so exciting about going into a 7th year and knowing that that is our ending. It's that it's why I think people got so excited about the summer finale this year. It was like, you are getting the answers that you've been waiting for. And so for us to set up all of these new secrets and lies and seeing who the girls are 5 years later, all of a sudden you're going to get to see a whole new storyline come into light and really get...
And it moves because we most likely do probably only have, including these, 30 more episodes.
Yeah.
Time doesn't move slowly in Rosewood anymore. The story unfolds really quickly.
I think they're wrapping up. I want to ask you real quick, how was it guest starring on Suits?
Oh, it's so much fun. I love it every time I can do it. Yeah.
And you got to be sort of like the baddie who gives your real life fiance the heads up on his life. Right?
Oh, totally. Well, that was like the really fun part for me, was getting to act across from Meghan Markle. And like, there was the one scene where, and we didn't even really plan it, but she was wearing white and I was wearing black, and she basically is a bride begging for me to not ruin her future with this man.
She's a cheater?
No. He's a fake lawyer, and I'm like the only person who figures it out. So
that's the secret guy.
And so I'm like, I know you love him, but I can't morally let this go. And she's basically begging for me not to.
And are you a lawyer on the show?
Yeah.
Are you a good one?
I'm a damn good lawyer.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it was really fun because, you should definitely watch it. Because at the end of that scene, in one shot, she said the last line, and then like in the silence, like church bells right outside started ringing, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like
juicy.
It was. So it was really fun, and it was also just to get to act with Patrick is always.
And it totally projects their new season too, because that's like the big thing.
Yep.
I'm excited for it.
When I first met Troian, she was on. Patrick was in that play, right? You guys were together. They were together in a play.
Yeah.
And how do you like him being in the guest starring on Orphan Black? Are you a big fan of that show, or is it just Patrick?
He's a huge fan, and he's gotten me to watch it, and I just think that Tatiana Maslany is the bee's knees.
No spoilers.
Absolutely.
I'm behind. I'm still on
I will
season
not say
one, but
anything.
it is amazing.
Absolutely amazing, and every time he tells me he's going back to that show, I'm just like, yes.
So do you ever get to go to the set, or does it
No, I'm always in Rosewood.
Don't let her leave. She's chained to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Get to fly up. Yay!
Yeah, I just crashed
Where
their
is
set
that
for like a
shoot in
day.
Vancouver?
That shoots in Toronto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
shoots
you're
in
Toronto too. The Patrick's Toronto too.
Yeah, Suits is Toronto, and I mean, really, the only times I've ever been on Suits, which is amazing. It's the 1 week break that we have from Pretty Little Liars, so it just like
She never stops.
Nearly
This
worked out.
one. She goes straight to the airport from Pretty Little
I'm so
Liars.
excited
She
for
goes to
Christmas because I get to sleep.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
You are